Welcome to the Providence Television International News on the hour. I am Ubebo Ikekwa. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for sustained efforts towards achieving gender equality in the country. Speaking at the 2024 Gender Conference held on Tuesday at the University of Lagos, she emphasized the significance of justice, equity, and empowerment in advancing society, noting that empowering women supports productivity and economic growth. The First Lady urged women to be bold, informed, and create opportunities rather than wait for such opportunities to be handed over to them. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has begun the construction of a flyover bridge at Ramat Park, Benin City, as part of efforts to reduce traffic congestion in the city. Governor Okpebholo stated on Tuesday that his administration will also construct 2 more flyover bridges at Donsu Road Junction and Saple Road at Disuwa Junction, all in Benin City. He noted that the completion of the Ramat Park flyover in Benin will transform the economic and social fortunes of the capital city and Edo State as a whole. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has begun the export of refined petroleum products to neighboring West African countries. The first export was to the coast of Togo, a neighboring West African country with more than 300,000 barrels from the refinery. Last month, the chairman of the Ghana National Petroleum Authority, Mustafa Abdul Hamid, hinted that Ghana is interested in buying petroleum products from Dangote Refinery to help Ghana cut more expensive exports from Europe, which cost the country about $400 million monthly. Fuel exports from the Dangote Refinery to other African countries, South Africa, Namibia, Angola, Niger Republic, Chad, Burkina Faso, and Central African Republic would take off before the end of the month. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has shunned the Judicial Commission of Inquiry set up by the Rivers State government to investigate arson, killings, and wanton destruction of property in some local government headquarters of the state. Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State had inaugurated a 7-man panel headed by Justice Ibiwengi Minakiri in October to look into the killings and destruction that took place recently in the state. Justice Minakiri expressed worry that Wike, who was expected to appear before the panel on Tuesday, neither appeared or was represented by any legal counsel. The Federal Capital Territory Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has intercepted a truck loaded with vandalized items during a night patrol operation. 5 suspects were arrested in connection with the incident, which took place in the early hours of Saturday around the Day area of Abuja. The NSCD FCT Commandant Olushola Odumosu on Tuesday stated that the truck was flagged down after it was observed that it had no front and rear plate numbers. The driver sped off when the patrol team signaled him to stop, which led to a high-speed chase resulting in the suspects being apprehended. Recovered items include drainage covers, communication mast accessories, bridge shoulder iron pipes, stainless steel pipe clamps, manhole covers, scaffold pipes, and aluminum conductors. South Africa. We'll now move over to other news around the globe. South Africa has assumed the presidency of the G20 group, becoming the first African nation to lead the influential bloc of the world's largest economies. The handover ceremony took place on Tuesday during the G20 summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva officially transferred leadership to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, who pledged to prioritize Africa's development and the global South's interest during his tenure. President Ramaphosa highlighted 3 key areas of focus for South Africa's presidency, which is promoting inclusive economic growth, leveraging artificial intelligence, and addressing food security. Iraq is conducting a nationwide census, its first attempt to gather demographic data since 1987, when Saddam Hussein was still in power. The Ministry of Interior announced a 2-day curfew for the extensive operation, which will see 120,000 researchers gathering data from households in all 18 of the country's governorates on Wednesday and Thursday. Iraq has spent much of the past few decades devastated by conflict and sanctions. The 2023 United States-led invasion that toppled Saddam Hussein, sectarian struggles, and the emergence of the ISIL group. The census is expected to have profound implications for Iraq's resource distribution, budget allocations, and developmental planning. Prominent Ugandan opposition politician Kizza Besigye has been kidnapped in neighboring Kenya and taken to a military jail in Uganda. He was kidnapped in the Kenyan capital Nairobi while attending a book launch event of a fellow politician. The Ugandan government and military have not commented on the incident. However, his wife, Winnie Byanyima, disclosed that she has adequate information that he is presently being held in a military jail. And that's the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.